We could definitely do with more sailors. Plus Mecklenburg right now, not exactly the happiest with us. We could recruit another true unit, and we probably want to do that. Possibly artillery? Yeah, let's get artillery. Get into a position where we can start sieging stuff down very quickly. What's up with the Danish Diplo rep? Sweden can't possibly be loyal. The Danish... that's because they just integrated Norway. Casus Belli against Sweden. They are continually trying to blockade me. 100 Diplo or lose stability. I'm a republic, so stability is basically always really expensive. So I'm going to embrace my bad reputation. Message for the faithful. One of the great strengths of having a state church is the ability to reach out to all of the faithful in our country at once. A national day of prayer is coming up, and it's customary for the sermon this day to be partly dictated by the central state church. What should the sermon focus on during the years ahead? So we lose church... Do we always lose church power? Not necessarily. War exhaustion, unjustified demands, missionary strength, tolerance of the true faith, or don't meddle. We're not going to meddle because we don't have any church powers yet. And I'd quite like to get those, and they cost 100 each. I'd particularly like the development cost reduction and other stuff. Bremen is offering knowledge sharing. Now, how far through are we? Oh, and that's a good point. We should be saving money to actually get... In fact, yes, I will accept that. That's going to allow us to embrace technology a lot more quickly, hopefully ahead of the Danes. Danes are on Miltech 9, we're on Miltech 9. The next one is a cavalry and artillery upgrade. It's a fairly big one. And the next one for Diplo is war galleys. See, if we were in a position to upgrade all 14 of our galleys into war galleys, that would be pretty huge. So we want to make sure that we have at least 140 ducats in the bank ready for that. We're also going to spend a bit of time improving relations with Brandenburg, because they're a bit unhappy with us. Oh yeah, because of the corrupt ambassador. Right. 7 years ahead. I think we can probably squeeze in emancipation, which will also give us the institution spread, and also reformed Hanstag. Plus, of course, the innovativeness, which I'll never say no to. Until now, the Hanstag has worked on a system where we only passed rules if nobody objected. This worked well when we were the only trading power in the Baltic. We need to switch over to a system where a simple majority is enough. This should improve decision-making while still maintaining the support of those cities. Stability cost goes down, cost to justify trade conflict goes down, and then we also have emancipation. For a long time, we have restricted ownership of land to only those we felt were trustworthy enough. If we were to lift those restrictions, then land holding would be consolidated. This in turn would create a pool of This in turn would create a pool of seasonal labour for whom the army life may be worth pursuing. And there we go. Plutocratic is now done. We need to get 2 more economic ideas, and then we can grab formalised scales, weights and measures, which gives us the Republican tradition boost, which is going to be pretty awesome. Ragusa decided to share knowledge. Revolution in Lubeck. Using every means of pressure available, the nobility of Lubeck have managed to seize control of power in our republic. The sons of powerful aristocratic families parade in the streets as well as the palaces of the republic. At this point, their rivals could never hope to find a legal way to re-establish the influence they have lost. A legal way? Last night, a young noble was killed during a sordid fight in a tavern. The murderer is widely known as the noble himself, the first son of his family. As the authorities intervene, however, the one who stands accused of the crime is somebody else entirely. Coincidentally, the son of a master weaver who is also a prominent spokesman for the guilds. Next morning, the guilds and the traders have begun distributing bread and weapons to the commoners. The upset crowds rally around the Syndic's palace, and a first charge by the urban militia has caused great loss of blood and lives. Before the mob could violently avenge itself, Halbert Hunsen is under siege. Cannot possibly surrender to grocers. Give in to their demands. Why did I get this? Oh, because the interesting. I did not know that was a thing. So because one of the factions has gained ultimate power over the others, we have a revolution on our hands. I've never seen this event before, and I've definitely had a faction at 100% strength. Especially when playing as pirate republics. Best idea in the game, justify trade conflict cost. I mean, it's nice, but it's not by any means strong compared to basically any other idea. I wish we could sell some old ships to the Burker estate and gain trade efficiency or something. Yeah, that would be nice. I don't know what to do here. So the Aristos lose 60 influence. That's probably what we want to do. We lose 82 ducats, which we can afford. We lose stability, which is the painful one. Or we cannot possibly surrender to grocers, stability, prestige, and Republican tradition. That's really painful. I'm just afraid that this was going to turn me into a dictatorship or something. We have an election. We don't actually need the military candidate anymore, so we'll go with the bureaucrat. Losing the stability, though, hurts. Blasphemy Act and dissolution of the monasteries. So dissolution of the monasteries would stop a Curia treasury contribution, which we don't do anyway, because we're Protestant. Huh? Stability cost +5 in the national... Oh, it's because dissolution of the monasteries you can do when you give the middle finger to the Pope. Whatever that one's called. And then Lubeck gets the Blasphemy Act, which is missionary strength, but tolerance to heretics goes down. I don't particularly care about heretics. I don't particularly care about stability cost either. We're a republic, we're never going to be doing that manually. Unless we absolutely have to. In which case it'll be cheaper because it won't be above level 0. Hey, Colinus. I'm ready for the revolution. Put that pitchfork down, Mulgin. We'll have no revolting here. Our people are not revolting. That's the Danes. The guilds have gained a dominant position in the country. Construction costs down, national manpower down, but goods produced up. I mean, actually, of any of them, I'd kind of prefer if the traders were in power. But at least there's a balance now. And Jeremias Bastian is incorruptible. He will be reducing corruption. Nice. Alright, relations with Brandenburg have been fully improved. Let's go and get Wolgast, because they're also a bit pissed with us. Why is everyone so pissed off with us? Allied to a rival. Who's your rival? Oh, Brandenburg. Huh. Interesting. Catholic thinker at court. Our local... Oop, nope, that's the wrong one. Viktor Gervert is famous for his sharp intellect, and his presence in our court leads a certain grandeur to our name. His is, however, also a firm Catholic and has been allowed to practice his faith as he wishes in order to come here. It would be unthinkable for the Church of Lubeck itself to criticise Jeremias Bastian, but in the streets of Lubeck there is talk of Victor trying to plant subversive Catholic ideas in the head of Jeremias. So we can let them talk, which loses church power, or Victor leaves. Victor is nothing special, so he can bugger off. Oh, we lose prestige, though. That I can't really afford, because that would drop me to -22. That's so close. No, it's not. It's -50. Pfft. Bye. And unfortunately, I cannot afford a replacement just yet. Local fortification expert has been discovered. A local bailiffs in Cell report a local man, Alexander Heinjon, has some rather intriguing ideas on how to create better fortifications. So we can get a 50% cheaper level 2 Miltech guy. I mean, Adalbert Ahlers is very old. So this is a permanent bonus to Cell, which is going to be on my borders basically forever. I'm going to leave him there. I need the permanent 25% defensiveness. Cell is an important position. Stability. Ah, there we go. Our decision to give more power to the local magnates has ensured the people of importance feel good about our government. So they've been telling everyone else about how well they are being governed. Sweet. And now I can afford the new advisor, so we'll get Joanna Schmidt, who is missionary strength. Fine. Ah, Wolgast is finally fighting the rebels and losing. Venice accepted peace from Naples. Venice will cede Spalato to Naples. Venice will give Cors, Brescia and Bergmano to Milan. Oof, Venice lost to... Interesting, Naples. I guess Naples does have a really good navy. And actually the Neapolitan ideas are very strong. I do like them. Trade efficiency, institution spread, goods produced, tech cost, development cost. They are nice. And they also have some naval stuff later on. Mordred, the Danes are revolting. Also Mordred, I look remarkably Danish. The candidate's trait should really be known before the election. It makes no sense that people would elect somebody without knowing their track record. Oh wait, I live in the US, never mind. Yeah, exactly. That's silly, you appoint a Catholic as Inquisitor and that improves your missionary strength for converting people to Protestant. He is just a loyal member of the state. Or something like that. And remember, he is from Lubeck, he is eminently not bribable. Definitely not. He does not seek to enrich himself by other means of dubious legality. No sirree, not in this Lubeck. The Inquisitor has one true god, and that is money. Who better to catch Catholic heretics than a Catholic heretic? You're not wrong. Oh, the trader died. Ah, and we have a first church aspect. So what do we want? I mean, basically this one always. Yeah, we're going to go with the Republican tradition. It's just such a strong choice. And, we have another one available. Excellent. So we just need the 20 ducats to be able to afford him. Alright. Genoa has disbanded. Interesting. We can get a new idea, except for the fact that we are waiting for admin tech. I want that. I actually really want that. Not being bribable is really a Hanseatic virtue. I mean, being bribable is a Hanseatic virtue. Here we go. War against Denmark. This is against Riga. Riga's in the Trade League. This is calling in the whole Trade League. Ho ho! War! We're going to war! We outnumber them because of the Trade League. Alright, so, ships. You guys are going to need to try and run away as quickly as you can. We are going to need you to rally, say, up here. And I'm going to say, please do attach to me. We're going to slow it down, and we're going to throw in a quick save. Done. And got land too. Cool. Unfortunately, this initial wave is actually going to go against us, which sucks. Run. Run, run, run. Flee, flee. There you go. Oof, only 7 of you escaped. Well, actually, there's only 3 losses. Alright, we're going to merge you lot together. You're coming back. You're already fighting against Oldenburg. Now, did Holland join in as well? They did. So what we probably want to do is pursue a Holland first and Oldenburg first policy. And in fact, it kind of looks like Bremen's already on it. Take out Denmark's allies and then go for the rest. The navy appears to be elsewhere, so let's engage and destroy it. Boom. I'll take those captures. No, 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 no. Where are they? Am I going to have time to jump Sweden before they arrive? They get there on the 31st of January, which is 4 days, then probably another couple of days for there. We have time to do damage, that's for sure. Right, one other thing I would like to do is begin spy networking against Denmark. And the reason for that is because I want to be able to siege their stuff down more quickly. Yeah, Gotland's already vital interest. Danzig's already vital interest too. Yeah, I'm not a fan of Feynman. I don't play this game for achievements. I play it because I enjoy it. And yes, I'm from the days of EU4 when it was incredibly buggy and you kind of had to save. It's a lot less buggy now, I'll grant you, but I'm still of that era. Back away! No losses. Now we just need to repair up. Alright. We're at least keeping them busy. And Denmark's backing off. You guys are fighting the Dutch. You're going to take Oldenburg. Am I the war leader? No, Riga is. That's a bit annoying. But I'm the biggest. So I'm the boss. Or I should be the boss. At some point I should try and get the Kiel Canal too. That would be a nice addition. Meanwhile, Riga, you're going to be kind of stuck on your own over there for the time being. And I think the other thing that I would like to do is build a couple more galleys in the port there. And sorry Poland, but I'm at war. I'm going to need those finances that I'm currently paying out to you. Hopefully that helped, though. I was not exactly paying you a small amount. Mecklenburg, I'm going to need you to not be disloyal. In fact, currently you're not. Excellent. Oh, I can't catch him there. Drat! 18 ships, of which 16 are galleys and 2 are heavies. And as per usual, my rule for heavies is you need 4 galleys per heavy. Possibly even 5. So that's basically an extra 8 galleys that they have there. So we're going to need to build a lot of galleys to make up that deficit. Whoops, sorry. The Reformation branches out. The Protestant Reformation is spreading like wildfire across Europe. Several different movements have already formed, proposing alternative ways of reforming the Christian faith. A devout preacher in Den Haag has become the principal figure for the so-called Reformed school of thought, stressing the complete ruin of humanity's ethical nature. Only with the divine intervention of God can humanity find salvation, turning from rebellion to willing obedience. Amsterdam becomes reformed. Den Haag becomes a centre of Reformation. I'm actually kind of curious. Where are all of the centres of Reformation? So, Lubeck is one. Westphalen and Cologne is one. And Jülich is one. And then Amsterdam. Oh no, it's Amsterdam, not Den Haag. Which is... Okay, reasonable. Oh, hello, Dutch army. Let's go fight them. Except they seem to be trying to leave. Ah, here's the Swedes. Unfortunately, if they lose Riga, then they're going to have the ticking war goal on their side. Their navy is leaving. But they have all 3 heavy ships here now. That's a bit of a problem. I can get there. But with 15,000 men fighting against the Swedish forces, that I'm a little bit more reluctant to do. Because Sweden does have innovative, and they have Swedish traditions, that 20% infantry combat, and discipline. Yeah, Sweden's armies would kick the living daylights out of mine. So no, we're not going over there. We'll stay here defending our... Hello? Guys? Thank you. Turn around, please. Oh no, they're there. Cheeky. Condottieri? Oi, Friesland. Alright, Oldenburg's out. 15 ducats paid out, of which I only get 4. Yeah, I haven't really contributed a huge amount to this war yet. Except for a few abortive naval attempts. Oh, and you landed in Holstein. Damn it. Why don't you go where I tell you to go? That's kind of irritating. Well, we have 23 ships here now. Whereas they have 17 plus 12, so 29. And unfortunately, this is not a war with Wolgastin, which is very unfortunate. Friesland will probably be the next centre, next reform centre of Reformation. If Scotland or Switzerland don't get an event. Scotland might. I didn't know that Switzerland could. But yeah, Scotland absolutely might. And Friesland is slowly but surely being converted right now. And I'm hoping that we can peace out Holland soon enough. Riga has fallen. You're fighting the Swedish Navy. And you're not going to do very well there. Yeah, we need to find a way of breaking that blockade if we really want to bring the navy to bear. Unfortunately, we're out sailors. Can I build? I don't think so. No. I built all the naval upgrades that I could. Darn. And this is a war for Riga. Have we really not kicked Holland out of this war? I thought we had. Where's my army? Oh, they're down here. Well, let's go and take Den Haag. Why can't I get to Den Haag? Hello? Get to Clev, but no further. Okay. That's a heavy ship we just sank. Oh, yes. What are they doing? Okay. Well played, Denmark. You just completely played yourself out there. Here comes the Danish army, but that's not going to matter. We're going to take their capital. And as long as we control all of these... Oh, they changed the colour. That's cool. So red ones are contested, and then black are ones you can just always cross. That's a nice UI change. Oh no, Chastity's gone. Bring in a new admiral. This is going to be... Whoop. Grumbuskin. Who is also not terrible. Cool. Okay, now some of their navy is coming back, although it actually... Which fleet is that? That is their main combat fleet. So that is a fleet of 24 galleys coming to fight my fleet of 24. Do I have any naval advantages, and can I get any naval advantages? No. Short answer. But kind of irrelevant as long as we win this battle. They're sieging Mecklenburg, but it will hold. Sealon will fall first. Taking Lund would be difficult, but who cares? It's the capital. Many Reformed and Protestant theologians have come to reject not only the elaborately decorated nature of Catholic churches, but also the use of incense in religious rituals. The use of scents, candles, and incense is now increasingly considered sacrilege, and as a result, the demand for all types of incense for over 1,000 years have called frankincense and myrrh from the east to Europe has finally begun to decrease. Friesland gains fervour. So Friesland has apparently converted.